What do we have here? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. As you can see, we're out here in the garage. We've got the Hellcat over here. We got the Harley put away for winter over there under the cover. And as you can see, the Ram is missing. So, in today's video, we're gonna be installing some new wheels and tires on my 2020 Ram. And I know if you've watched a couple of my recent videos, I said I was gonna wait until springtime to order up new wheels and tires because I live in Michigan and, you know, we get snow, salt, crappy roads, weather. I just didn't want to put brand new wheels and tires through all that when I can just wait, run my stocks through the wintertime and then get brand new wheels and tires in the spring. So I went ahead and I couldn't pass up the deal I found on these new wheels and tires. So I went ahead and bought them and they just arrived today. So I'm going to unwrap the wheels and tires and show you guys what I got. And then before I put them on the truck, since it's wintertime here in Michigan and it's already snowed and they salted the roads and it's literally, wait till you see my truck, it's gross. I'm going to ceramic coat my wheels before putting them on the truck. And it takes about a day for them to cure before having contact with snow, salt, whatever. So I'm thankful that I have a heated garage to do this in. So we're gonna unwrap the wheels, check them out, make sure they're all good, no scratches, scuffs, whatever from shipping, and we're gonna go ahead and ceramic coat the wheels before we put them on the truck. So without further ado, let's get into today's video and check out the wheels and tires I got for my 2020 Ram. Well guys, here they are, the new wheel and tire setup that's going on the 2020 Ram. I went back to my 22x12s like I had on my 19 Ram. I obviously went with a different wheel this time. I stuck with TIS like I had on my 19. I had a 544 BM, which is black milled, that's what BM means. I had those on my previous truck. And for the new truck, I've been eyeing these TIS wheels for a long time now. And I went ahead and went with the TIS 547 BMs. And then for tires, I went with the Venom Power Terra Hunter XTs. As you can see, they have a very similar tread pattern to the BF Goodrich KO2 tires, which I have on my stock wheels right now for my winter setup. And the reason why I went with those tires is because I wanted to be able to use these wheels all season long. I didn't want to have to flip-flop wheels like I did on my 19, because if you remember, I had Nitto 420s, which is a street tire, on my 22x12s on my 19 Ram. That wheel and tire setup, after I put them on my truck and started making YouTube videos with it and promoting it on my Instagram, that wheel and tire package has blown up and is all over the world. Like every 5th gen Ram I see that's leveled runs that wheel and tire setup. And it's still to this day my favorite wheel and tire setup on the Ram is those 22x12 TIS 544 BMs with the Nitto 420s wrapped in 305, 45, 22 tires. I mean, that setup to me is my favorite look. However, I wanted to switch it up a little bit on this truck, so that's why I went with the 22x12 547 BMs wrapped in the Venom Powers. If you recall, over the summer, I got some 24x14 Tough wheels with the same Venom Power tires. I think I mentioned it in a previous video, but the reason why I got rid of the 24x14s on this truck is because I'm still leveled and the 14 wides rubbed way too much for my liking, to the point where I didn't even want to drive my truck. I was daily driving my Hellcat more than I was driving my truck, and I was like, you know what, this defeats the purpose of having a truck. So I sold my 24x14s and I was like, you know what, on the next setup, while I'm still leveled and not lifted, I am gonna go back to my 22x12s that I know don't rub on 33-inch tires. So I wanted to go back to a setup that I can run year-round, and also a wheel and tire setup that looks good and it still has functionality and doesn't take away from the drivability of the truck. So that's why I went ahead and ordered these up. I've honestly been eyeing these wheels since SEMA last year when I went to SEMA in 2019, and ever since then I'm like, you know, I love that wheel, it's sharp, but I wanted to go with a bigger wheel and tire setup on my new truck, so that's why I didn't order these in the first place. I thought I'd go with the 24x14s. Now I love the way the 24x14s looked on the Ram, however it just rubbed way too much for my liking and defeated the purpose of having a truck. So I was like, you know what, until I'm lifted like 6 inches or 8 inches, the 14 wides just don't work on a level truck. I mean, I don't care what anybody says, it rubbed really bad and it was just not fun to drive. So a 22x12 on a 33-inch tire is the perfect tire size for a level truck, in my opinion. I think it looks the best. But what do you guys think of the wheels? Comment down below, let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna get you some up close video of the rims right now. So like I mentioned, these are 22 by 12s, TIS 547 BM, and the BM stands for black milled. They make this wheel in an all black, gloss black, and then they make it in an all chrome, and then they make it in this, the black and milled. So what's cool about the 547 BM, kind of like my Tough wheels, is the face of the rim is actually concave. That's why the lip of the rim almost looks like a 10-inch wide wheel, not a 12, because the lip is not as big because the wheel concaves. The face of the wheel concaves. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, maybe like right there you can tell, but the face of the wheel definitely concaves. It gives it a nice look, and what I mean by that is it's just not flat. Like the face of the wheel is not flat. It's got a little curve to it, and that's what they call concave. And honestly, I didn't even know that the 547 BMs came concave until I actually bought them and they said concave on them. So I was pretty stoked about that. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Should I go with a chrome spiked lug nut or a black spiked lug nut? I want to know your thoughts. But another thing I like about the TIS wheels is that it says TIS off-road around the lip of the rim. Instead of like rivets, it gives it a nice touch, and it's not too gaudy. I really like TIS wheels, and that's why I ordered them again. The quality of TIS wheels are top notch, and I will say those Toughs I had over the summer, they were okay, but the finish on the wheels were kind of dull for being gloss black. And I don't know if that's just because that the type of powder coat Tough uses or what, but the fit and finish on a TIS wheel is definitely nicer than a Tough wheel. So I don't know if you guys are trying to compare, you know, Tough versus TIS, but my opinion, the TIS wheels and the TIS line is a lot nicer than the Tough. I know a lot of guys aren't running these tires because they haven't been out very long, but I must say, when I had them on my 24s, they were a smooth tire. They didn't make a lot of road noise or humming, and they were pretty smooth, and obviously they're gonna be good for the snow, rain, dirt, whatever you want. It's an all-terrain tire. It's actually an XT, but it's an all-terrain tire that you can run all season long. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I was gonna wait till the spring to order up wheels and tires because I don't want to mount them on the truck and get them all salty and gross over the winter. But what I'm gonna do today is ceramic coat all four wheels and basically put a nice coating on them so that they don't get messed up over the winter. I wanted to get a better look at the tread pattern for you guys and show you that it's just like a BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tire. And then obviously Venom Power there, and then down low says Terra Hunter XT, and then they are 33 by 1250 22. And here's the this one for you, and here's the tire sticker if you guys are looking for a part number, or if you guys want to order up these wheels and tires for yourself. There's the part number and all the information you need to know. I ordered these up from Perfection Wheels. I'm sure most of you truck guys on the channel have heard about them. They sell all sorts of different wheels for cars, trucks, and honestly they're the cheapest on the market. Nobody can touch their prices. They price match. I mean, they are phenomenal to work with. They're based out of Illinois, and I'm sure you guys have already heard about them because they're a lot bigger than me. But I just wanted to say shout out to Perfection Wheels for hooking it up on this set and hooking it up on those good Black Friday deals. I mean, you just can't beat it. Wheel, tire, mounted, balanced, TPMS sensors ready to bolt on the truck. They show up on a pallet, you unwrap them, they're perfect, there's no scratches, no blemishes in the wheels. I mean, and you literally just bolt them right on the truck. They even come with lug nuts. You don't have to buy those separately. Their wheel and tire packages literally blow out anybody's prices. So make sure you guys go check them out. Shout out to Perfection Wheels. I'll leave a link in the description below to their website and also their Instagram page. They're pretty big on Instagram, so like I said, you guys probably already follow them or know about them, but just wanted to put this plug in there for them, and thanks for hooking it up and getting them delivered to me so fast. So we got the Ram in the garage, and as you can see, I just detailed it. So now I'm gonna throw on the new wheels and see how she looks. good. What do you guys think? Now that she's outside in the daylight. Got the 22x12s on last night. Stoked on how they turned out. Got my B2 Fabrication exhaust. Shout out to B2 Fabrication. Check out my last video if you haven't already seen it. Did a muffler delete and resonator delete on my 2020 Ram. It sounds amazing. As you can hear at idle, it's got a nice lope to it, and then when you get on it, it sounds crisp. So make sure you guys go check out that video as well if you have not yet. But man, look at these 22x12s. I swear, 22x12s is the perfect wheel setup for a level truck, in my opinion. Like I said, I went with the 24s earlier in the spring, and they just rubbed too much, and they looked good, but they just rubbed too much. It took the drivability right out of the truck, so I went back to the 22x12s on an all-season tire. The Venom Power is looking real good on there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the wheel full lock to the left, full lock to the right, and show you guys how much room we have in here and if it rubs or not. I haven't even checked it for myself yet, so let's do that now. Alright guys, so this is full lock to the right. As you can see, it does not rub. It's very close, but it does not rub on a 22x12 with 33x1250 Venom Power XTs, Terra Hunter XTs. Man, look at that tread pattern. I love it. It looks just like a BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2 tire. But yeah, there you have it. Does not rub on the driver's side. Now, let's go over to the passenger side and see if it rubs back here. Oh, we have a slight rub. Very slight rub. As you can see, my tire shine made the mark. This mark here is from my 24s. When I had the 24s on there, I wasn't able to turn at all. That's the mark from them. But back here, you can see it hit right here. So they definitely rub a little bit at full lock, but I mean, very rarely are you full locking turning, unless you're turning back into a parking space or something. But you just got to be careful, and I'll definitely be careful. But what's cool is it doesn't hit the rim, just the lug of the tire, and it's not going to hurt it. But yeah, definitely hits a little bit there. Now let's turn it full lock to the left and see what happens. So here's the driver's side on full lock to the left. Same thing, it hits right there. You see where the tire shine hits. Again, this is the mark from the 24s when I had the 24x14s on there. But it definitely hits at full lock in the back. But not bad though, not bad at all. Just a little bit of rubbing, not bad. No rubbing on the paint here on the metal bumper, so no trimming needed. These marks here were from my 24x14s. It rubbed the paint right off. So if you're looking to put 24x14s on a leveled Ram, you're gonna get some major rubbing and you're not gonna be able to turn it all. Trust me, learn from my mistakes. So over here, let's see. Yep, no rubbing. You can see right through there. So same as the left side when it was turned to the right. So yeah, very happy with how these turned out. I'm gonna take the truck for a test ride and make sure all four wheels are balanced, no wobbles, and I'll pick the camera up inside the cab and let you guys know if there's any road noise from the tires. I don't think so, being that they're an all-terrain, not a mud terrain. They should be pretty quiet. So we're driving in the truck now, cruising about 40-50 miles an hour. I don't know if you can hear it in the camera, but there's a slight noise coming from the tires, but it's not bad at all. Like, nowhere's near a mud terrain. It honestly doesn't sound much different than the BF Goodrich KO2 tires that I had on my stock rims, but I just wanted to give you guys my review on these tires from inside the cab. So far, I'm really happy with them. There's no wobble in the steering wheel. You can see steering wheel straight, truck drives straight, wheels are balanced. I'm very happy. So shout out again to Perfection Wheels for hooking me up on these wheels. Alright guys, so that's going to complete today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate all the support on the channel. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more content on the Ram, more Hellcat content, and obviously more Harley content as the seasons change here. I'll be doing some modifications to my Harley over the winter, so if you're here for Harley content, stay tuned. If you're here for Ram content, stay tuned as well. I have more stuff coming for this and also the Hellcat. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.